Hello you guys, and welcome back to Ria's World of Ideas. If you are new to my channel, I am Ria, and on my channel I love sharing all the ideas that I find helpful in my life and home, and hopefully you'll find them helpful in your life and home as well. So if you're not a subscriber already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you leave this video, and also don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you're always notified on all the new videos that I put out. And if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up to let me know that you enjoyed it, so I'm able to bring more videos to you guys in the future that you guys would like. So with all that being said, let's just jump into today's video. And today's video is a get ready for the week with Ria video. And in these videos, I like to share with you guys what I do on Sundays to prepare me for the week ahead. Because a lot of times if we prepare a lot of our things on Sundays, we have more time to get things done during the week. And as you know, school is back in session. My girls are back in school. They are doing homeschool, but either way, even though they're home, I still need to prep things for them being home, because with school, with back to school, and all these activities come, holidays come, we just really need to be prepared and plan ahead so that we have more time. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you guys a big grocery haul, because I want to stock up my refrigerator and pantry with things for the girls, since they're going to be hungry and making lunches and different things. I'm also going to be prepping meals for this week, but also some freezer meals so that I can stock up my freezer, because if you've been in my channel before, you guys know I love to make freezer meals, because when things get busy, especially during the fall time, it's like our busiest season. I like to have freezer meals to just pull out, have them sit on the counter, defrosting, and that way I have dinner that night if I forgot to prepare dinner. So I'm going to be making a lasagna for this week, but I'm doubling the recipe, and then I'm also making some pastelillos, which I'm going to triple that recipe so I can have some for Tuesday night's dinner, and then also have them in the freezer whenever we want to pull out and eat as well. And I'm also making some breakfast sandwiches as well, so we can have. So if you guys need some motivation to just get things done, or you just want to check out the grocery haul, see what we're having for this week, then stay tuned to this video. Okay, so as you can see, this is a big haul, and I got some things right here, and then I got some things over there, so I'm gonna be sharing with you guys what I got. So starting right here, I got some lasagna noodles. I got 2 of them because I'm going to be making lasagna tonight for this week, but I'm also going to be making one to freeze since school's starting back up. I want to have some freezer meals, so I got 2 of those. And then I also got the cheese to go with making the lasagna. I got Italian style. That's how I like to use. People use mozzarella, but I love using Italian style shredded cheese to make my lasagna, because it has the mozzarella, the parmesan, the romano, provolone, like all the things, in, like all the different types of Italian cheeses in it. So that's how I make my lasagna. So I got 2 bags of those. I also got some Kobe Jack shredded cheese, because the girls love that for like quesadillas or different things that they make when they're making their cheesy fries. So definitely need to pick up some of those so that they can make their lunches and snacks for after school. And of course I got the regular mozzarella ones. I always get the 1-pound bags and keep them because they go fast in my house. I also got some sliced cheese for sandwiches, and also for when we are making breakfast or dinner night. This is the cheese that my husband likes to use for his eggs. I also got some Gouda sliced cheese, because we are going to be making those breakfast sandwiches, those Starbucks bacon Gouda. I think it's called bacon Gouda from Starbucks. Their sandwich, me and my daughter love that sandwich, but it's like $5 or like $3 to $5 to buy that sandwich. So we're going to be making our own. And so of course I had to get the sliced Gouda for it. Also, to make those sandwiches, you need the ciabatta rolls. So I got some of those as well to make the breakfast sandwiches. And then because I'm going to be doing a lot of baking lately, coming the fall season and back to school, I had to get me some new measuring cups, because all I have right now is the 2-cup one of this one. So I had to get the one, and then I also wanted to get a big one. I never had a big one like this. So this one is like the 4 cups, the 1 quart. I also want to get the one that's like actually bigger than this, but I need to get more of these because, like I said, I'm doing a lot of baking, and I always need to use the glass ones. Plus the one that we have, this 1 cup, the thing is gone, so you can't really measure anything in that. So I had to pick those up. Of course, we had to get some more ramen noodles, because that is like a must in this house, and it's always quick and easy for an afternoon snack or for lunch, since the girls are homeschooling, so that'd be perfect. I picked up my favorite chips. I told you guys these are my favorite type of chips. They finally have them in stock. They always have them out of stock, and finally they had some, so I got 2. I got some Flamin' Hot Cheetos for the girls. That's their favorite. Chips to eat. I also got 2 things of eggs, which it's funny because I had to put in whenever you get a pickup order, you could put if something was damaged. I had to put in that this one was damaged, because look guys, my daughter opened this and she was like, Mom, something's missing. So yeah, there was missing 1 egg. So I put in that it was damaged, and they refunded me. That's the great thing about pickup from Walmart. They will refund you if something is messed up. I got some cereal, some Lucky Charm cereal, the mega size. We also got some pancake mix, blueberry muffin mix, which is their favorite, some butter spray because they use the pancake mix a lot in the little mini waffle maker. I also got some bacon bits for my salad, plus when they're making loaded fries in the air fryer, they love to put that with the cheese, and they put the cheese on top, and then they also put that. I also got 4 cans of this Hunt's spaghetti sauce, the 4 cheeses. This is the one I love to use in my spaghetti and also in my lasagna. So I got 4 of those because I use 2 cans each for the lasagna, because that's the way that you can make my lasagna without cooking the noodles first, because if you put enough spaghetti sauce, it cooks the noodles for you and it gives the noodles more flavor. So I always get 2 cans of that. I also got a big bag of honeycombs for back to school. Of course, you got to get the cereal for back to school. I also picked me up some Atkins bars. I love these little bars because if I'm ever having like a craving for something sweet, but I don't want something with like a lot of calories or something with nutrition, I love eating these Atkins bars, and they were on sale at Walmart, so I picked them up. I love getting the caramel nut chewy bar, and then this one's the first time I got this one because I didn't know they had them. It's the pecan caramel clusters, which, oh my god, I love this, and it kind of reminds me of fall whenever I'm making something with caramel and like nuts and stuff. So this feels like so fall to me, so I love getting these, and right now they were on rollback at my Walmart. Okay, now moving on to this side of the kitchen. Like I told you, I got a lot of groceries, so I had to put them on 2 different counters. So we got some Oreo yogurts for my youngest. She loves those. I also got a big thing of ricotta cheese because, like I said, I'm making 2 things of lasagna, one for this week, one to freeze. I also got me some imitation crab meat. I love having this for my salads. And then I also got my turkey bacon and then the regular bacon for the family. I also got 2 packs of the Italian sausages because this is how I make my lasagna. I don't make it with the regular ground beef. I make it with Italian sausages, and it tastes, Italian sausage, and it tastes so good. So I got 2 packs of those. I also got 2 things of pizza because we're going back to school. I want to stock my freezer with things that are like quick and easy because I know it's going to get busy, and so it's always good to have pizza on hand in the freezer whenever you forgot about taking meat out or you forgot about a meal. You can easily just take out a pizza instead of going to buy fast food or anything like that. My family loves DiGiorno, but I don't like that one because it's a little bit too thick for me. I love the Tony's pizza, so I got 1 of those. And then I got me some tater tots because I've been craving tater tots lately. I don't know why, but I just wanted some tater tots, and that's good for like breakfast, also for casseroles, and also for like a quick lunch or an afternoon snack. I got 2 bags of fries because, like I said, my girls are obsessed lately with loaded fries, and they love making it in the air fryer. I love this air fryer. It's so easy now. The kids can easily use it. You can make, you know, the fries in there fast. You can make bacon fast, and so this is like a must to have at your house if you have like tweens or teenagers that want to cook and, you know, learn how to cook, and it's easy for them. Having an air fryer is perfect. My youngest loves to make loaded fries all the time, and so that's her favorite thing to make in the air fryer. So I had to get 2 bags of that because every Friday night we have a finger food night, and we always eat fries, plus they've been eating it for like afternoon snacks and lunch. So had to get 2 bags of those. Had to get a big pack of breakfast sausages. As you can see, it's already open because my girls already got into it as soon as I got home. Also, these dinner rolls are so delicious. They are really good with that pumpkin butter that I shared with you guys last year. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it down below. But the pumpkin butter that I made last year is so delicious, perfect for the fall, and they go great on those rolls. Of course, I had to pick up some milk, and then I had to pick up 2 things of ice cream sandwiches. The girls always have like some type of ice cream, one ice cream a week of like their after lunch, after dinner dessert. And so normally they'll get like the container, but this time they wanted ice cream sandwiches. But my oldest, she loves just the regular one, and then my youngest, she likes the Neapolitan. And I don't mind buying 2 different ones because these only come out to like $1 something, so it's perfect. And then I wanted to share with you guys, back here is the Dollar Tree like little bread ramekins, or what are they called? I think they're called bread molds. I forgot what they were called. Oh, Harvest mini loaves. So I got these back here because I'm going to be using it to make the blueberry muffins. I also got the little fall spatulas that I got from Dollar Tree as well. So I got that out so that I can make the little muffins for them, and so it can look cute in it. And I also have these out because I will be making some spooky Halloween treats and some regular just pumpkin treats for you guys this week, so stay tuned for that. So I'm about to put this all away and get started on prepping my meals for this week. Okay, so I'm starting off with making my lasagna, and I'm actually going to double this recipe because I want to make one for this week and then one to have in the freezer, because I want to stock up my freezer with prepared freezer meals because I have no freezer meals in there. I have used all my freezer meals, so this is the perfect time to stock up on your freezer meals or make freezer meals for your freezer, especially with back to school time, because I feel like the end of August towards December is when we have the less time to do anything, because we have back to school, we have all these holiday things coming up. I like to do crafts and decorate, and I feel like I don't have enough time. And then when kids want to get into sports or different activities, we always have to drive them everywhere, so it's just there's never enough time. So having prepared freezer meals in the freezer that you could just pull out in the morning, have it defrost on the counter, and just throw it in the oven at night saves you so much time. So like I said, I'm making one lasagna to prepare for this week, and then one that's going to go in the freezer. And so I just browned 2 pounds of Italian sausage, and now I'm going to add 2 cans of the spaghetti sauce to them. I am going to divide them later so that I can make the 2 different lasagnas, but that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just adding the sauce into it. And if you have not tried Italian sausage in your lasagna, guys, you need to, because this tastes way better than just adding ground beef to your lasagna. It gives it so much flavor, and everybody that tries this my lasagna, they love it because it's the Italian sausage that's in it. It just gives it so much flavor. I can't go back to using ground beef once I've made my lasagna like this. Now moving on to the cheese filling part of the lasagna, I'm going to use this whole large container of ricotta cheese because, again, I am doubling the lasagna recipe, so I need this whole container. And when it comes to the shredded cheese part of the cheese mixture, I know that most lasagna recipes ask for mozzarella cheese and Parmesan cheese separate, and then you mix it in the mixture. But I actually like to buy this bag of Italian shredded cheese because it has 4 different types of Italian cheeses inside it, and it includes the Parmesan cheese and mozzarella cheese in it. So I just like buying this bag instead of buying the 2 separate mozzarella and Parmesan cheese bags. So I'm going to use 3 cups of that, and then I'm going to add 4 eggs to this mixture. Normally you would add 2 eggs per lasagna, but since I'm making, I'm doubling it, I'm using 4. And I always like to crack my eggs in a separate bowl, one by one, and then add it to my mixture, because sometimes you can crack an egg and you'll get like a bad egg, and if you crack it into your mixture, it just messes up your whole recipe, and then you have to start over. So I always crack my eggs one by one in a separate bowl and then add it to my mixture. So lasagna for me is one of my go-to recipes. It's so easy to make ahead and freeze beautifully whenever I'm making freezer meals or when I want to make ahead meals. But you guys let me know in the comments down below, what is one of your go-to favorite, freezer meals or make ahead meals? And let me know, leave the recipe down below so that I could try it as well, because I'm always looking for more recipes and new ideas to serve to my family. So the way that I make my lasagna, I add so much sauce to it, especially on the top part, you will see. So that way the noodles cook within the lasagna in the oven, that I don't have to actually pre-boil these lasagna noodles, which is so much better, because a lot of times you waste time when you have to pre-cook the lasagna noodles and sometimes they break on you. But the way that I make it is I add extra can of sauce on it, so it doesn't, the extra sauce kind of absorbs into the dry noodles and it cooks within the oven. So as you saw, I put half of the meat mixture at the bottom, and then I put a layer of the dry noodles, and now I'm putting half of the ricotta cheese mixture onto it. Then I'm gonna top that with another layer of the meat sauce. Then I'll go back in with the noodles. Then I'll go back in with the ricotta cheese. Then I will top it with just another can of regular, I'll just get another spaghetti sauce can and top that with just the can, then the noodles again, and then top that with sauce. And because I have 2 layers of just sauce, those 2 layers of just the sauce will absorb into the noodles when it's baking, and that way you don't have to pre-cook your noodles at all. So this last layer of spaghetti on top is the last layer that you put before you put it in the oven. I don't add cheese to the top of this till the last 5 minutes of cooking time, and then I make it nice and brown and bubbly. But this is ready to go. All you have to do is put foil in it, and it's ready to go for that week whenever you're ready. Now, if you are freezing this, what I like to do is I like to add some plastic wrap on top of this before I put the aluminum foil, just to prevent freezer burn. But I always write on top of my aluminum foil, do not forget to remove the plastic wrap before baking. You do not want to forget your plastic wrap, to remove your plastic wrap and then bake this, and then it, melts to it. So remember, if you do it like this to prevent freezer burn, remove your plastic wrap before you bake it. Now moving on to the breakfast sandwiches. I like to make my bacon in my air fryer. It's so fast and easy. That's like my favorite way to make bacon now. So I always make my bacon. I put it at 360 and I put it for 5 minutes, and then I check it to see if it needs to be flipped, and then I put it for another 5 minutes. So it all depends on like the air fryer that you have and how crispy you want it, how long the second time needs to be. But I always put it for 5 minutes, and then I put it for another 5 minutes. And then I'm going to make the eggs, and since I'm making 6 sandwiches, I'm actually going to crack 6 eggs, and I'm going to put it in this baking pan and bake it away at 350 until it's cooked. So now I'm going to brown up the meat for my pastelillos, which some people call them empanadas. In the Mexican culture, they call them empanadas. In the Puerto Rican culture, we call them pastelillos, but they're basically the same thing. It's pastry dough that's filled with savory fillings like beef or cheese, and then fried up to eat. And so for me growing up, we always had, my mom would make one with just beef in it, or she'll make one with just cheese in it. But as I got married, my husband actually was like, can I get one with beef and cheese? So I always make one with beef and cheese in it, but you can add any fillings that you want to it. So to flavor my ground beef, what I like to do is I like to saute up first some sofrito, which sofrito is this ice cube that you'll see me use in so many different Puerto Rican recipes that I make. Sofrito is basically sweet peppers, bell peppers, onions, and we blend it in a blender. We pour it in an ice cube tray and freeze it so that we can always add it to different meals whenever we want to, and it just adds a ton of flavor to any meal, any Puerto Rican dish that we make. So I sauteed up one of those. Also sauteed up some garlic as well, and I actually put 1 cube in, but you'll see me add another cube in a minute because I forgot that I'm doubling the recipe. So if you want to see how I make sofrito homemade, you can buy it at the store, but if you want to see how I make it homemade, let me know in the comments down below and I'll do that video for you guys. It just adds a ton of flavor to any dish you do, especially Puerto Rican dishes. I'm also adding some beef boil-on, some powdered beef boil-on to it, a little bit of adobo seasoning, and also a packet of sazon seasoning, which all of these are basically Puerto Rican seasonings except for the beef boil-on. You can find that anywhere, but the other ones you will find them in the Hispanic aisle. It's just seasonings I grew up with, and it's just the seasonings that I use for mostly everything that I cook. But you can season your beef however you want it. These are just the seasonings that I use for my everyday cooking. So that's what I'm doing for my beef to add to my pastelillos. But again, you can do whichever one you want. Now I'm going to go back to finishing making my breakfast sandwiches because the eggs were done, and this is the ciabatta bacon gouda that you can buy at Starbucks, the breakfast sandwich, which I love. It's such a delicious sandwich, but for one it's like $4 or $5, and so I was like, nope, I need to start making it at home. So basically to make this, you can just, all you have to do is buy the gouda cheese, bacon, the ciabatta bread, and then make the eggs like I shared with you how to make it, and bam, you've made your own breakfast sandwiches, and you can actually make 6 of these for the price of 1 at Starbucks. So this is the pastry dough that I use to make my pastelillos, and as you can see, it says empanadas on the label. Actually, that's what people know them as. It's like, but a lot of people don't know that for Puerto Ricans we call them pastelillos. But that is the dough that I use. They do have another one as well, but this is the brand that I use normally. So I'll take it and I'll roll it out because I want to make it a little bit more bigger than what it is, so that it's easier to fold. And then I just add a little bit of my meat mixture to it and fold it over, and then you'll use a fork. You kind of seal it first with your fingertips, and and then you take a fork and then, you know, kind of seal it that way. And that's just how I make my pastelillos. And you can fry these up, but I make them in my air fryer and they're so delicious. Another way that you can make this is you can just add cheese to them, and I just use a sliced cheese for it. But you can also add cheese and beef to it, which that's the way my husband likes, but I like having mine just cheese and then having one that's just beef. Okay guys, so that is it for this video. I'm gonna cut this video short. Normally I want to like share with you guys the big like kitchen mess and, you know, clean up for you guys, to give you guys some cleaning motivation also in this video, but some things popped up, some mommy stuff popped up, so I have to go take care of that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you guys some motivation to get things done, or just to prepare and make things ahead, to give you guys more time in the fall and, you know, Christmas time. You know, that seems to be the busiest time because, you know, school always comes back, activities, holidays, and so whenever we can have prepared meals, that's one thing we could check off our list. But also, prepared meals save you money as well. We all need to save money when it comes to like buying costumes and Christmas gifts. So anything that can save us time and money, you know, I'm all for it, and I love sharing it with you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know in the comments down below if you enjoy more videos like this, and I'll try to get them up on Sundays for you guys. So if you do like it, leave me a thumbs up in the comments, and also leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It really does help my channel, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Hey guys, don't forget to click on the picture in the middle of the screen so you can subscribe to my channel and get notifications on all the new videos that I put out. And check out these other 2 videos that I have posted on my channel on either side of my picture. Have a great day.